right. So here we go. So one of the first things we're going to do here is we're just going to show you just how to start an Air account here. So one of the things you're going to need is you're going to have a phone number to do a phone number verification. So just follow the link in the description here. We'll have, and it'll bring up this page here. And then you're just going to click on here, continue with your free account. So it doesn't cost anything here. Put in your name, put in this name here, phone number. Let me get a phone number real quick. Okay. Check this box. Very, very straightforward. Just signing in here. Here's the email. So we made a special email for this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's use this funky one for now. All right, company name. Let's call it this. All right. That sound like a good name to you?
It does.
All right, cool. All right, email.
That,
So you can invite other team members if you needed to, select their roles or whatever. We're gonna skip this part. So if you had anyone else on your team that you wanted access to this account, that would be what you'd use this for. You can always go back to this later too, so we can skip it for now. All right. All right, so they ask you some basic questions. So this is what it looks like on the inside after you kind of answer all these questions. Let's see. Um, what do we
how
want
many
to say
agents?
here?
Yeah. How many in your team? So
Well, should we do a small?
yeah, we can do small. One to
All
two,
right.
or 1 to 10.
All right, cool. Thanks. And then this is really cool. So this is great. They give you some free calls. This is great for when you're setting up your agents and stuff like that. So you're going to want to take advantage of this.
Yes.
Right now, um,
Might as well. It's free.
claim, and then by
Oh
putting
yeah,
in
that's gonna ask you to put
this
your. That's right.
exactly. So by putting in this information, that's how you claim it. It doesn't charge your account once you do it. We're going to skip it for now just because I want to get on the inside. So we're not going to do it for this one. So, but this is something you definitely want to take advantage of so you can have those free calls to begin with. It's great for setting up stuff so you're not getting charged,
So,
for your
do you want to go
demos.
over how much it costs here?
Yeah. So having said that, we can go right into the cost of it. I would let you take it away from there. I'm pretty sure it's what 11 cents per minute and 32 for a role play. 32 cents per role play. Do you have any
Um,
more background on that?
it's 11 cents for an outbound call per minute,
Mm,
and 32 cents for an inbound call per minute. That's just the cost through air. Then there's additional charges through Tulio through the phone service itself. So that ranges anywhere from 4 to 9 cents per minute on that.
gotcha. Yeah, and so I think the role plays they count them as inbound calls because I think they price them at 32 cents when you get to that when you get into those.
Could technically do a role play outbound too and get charged 11 cents a minute on that.
Yeah. Well, we'll see when we get charged that.
But you
And it
get the
says
for
right
but
here in the very,
it's
very
important to
small.
note too. Oh yeah, it says in the fine print too.
Yeah.
And it's important to note when you get those 5 free calls. So when you're doing your test calls on the when we get to a point where we show you how to do a script and whatnot and how to do a test call, it's
Yeah.
very important to note that you want to take advantage of those free calls that they give you.
Yeah. So we're not going to take advantage of this right now just because I'm not going to put in credit card information in here, But later on, you're going to want to probably do this and it won't charge your card right now. So it's for future, drafts, not for right now. All right. So we're going to say no thanks. Boom. So right here, as you can see, this is the quick start guide that you go over. You can watch this if you want to. We're going to go over all this information probably with a little bit more detail, not too much more, but just so you can get you started. So right now, we're going to skip this for now. It's very short. Recommend you watching it, and voila, we're in.
And
So
you can note too if you wanted to watch it. It says watch quick start
yeah,
tutorial right there.
Right
if
here,
you want to
yeah.
go back to it.
So if you want to go back here again, since we have nothing in here, it's totally blank. It's just right there. So just a quick tour. So this is the area here. The first thing you're going to do is go ahead and click on this. This is where you're going to actually creating your air agents, and those are going to be the ones that you're going to use to make the calls, right? And then this is the area where you would see a list of them as you make them. Same thing with here, knowledge base. This is where you give, vital business information. Kind of like if you had an appointment center and you need to train them, you would train them for different objections or things you'd need to overcome on a call. This is where you'd put all this information here. On this right here, this is where the contacts are. So you would upload your contacts. These are going to be all the lists that the air agent is going to call. And when I say air agent, that is the AI that's actually making the calls out. And you're actually essentially in the create, you're creating a script here that that agent's going to be using. Is that right, Dom?
Yeah, and we'll go over that in future videos. But yeah, you're gonna, if you create AI agent, you'll actually start beginning to create a script. They'll ask you what type of script you want to make, whether if it's basic or advanced, and we'll go into that in detail in a future video.
Right. So just again, recap, boom, this is where you're creating your agent. That's where you're actually creating a script. Right here, this is going to be where you're importing your contacts that you're going to be calling. So whether you're making cold calls, business to business or business to consumer, make sure you have opt-in leads for it, or, make sure you're following your local laws and stuff on that for calling, because you will get pegged if you don't. So make sure you're doing the right things.
And we'll
Um,
we'll we'll go over that in scripting as well too, Paul. When we do
mhm,
scripting, the C note as they call it, you have to start the call saying, "Hello, this is Paul from company name." To make it an actual call, you have to actually have the AR, the air agent actually have that initial C phrase there in the
yeah.
call.
So when we get into the details of your script and stuff like that, we'll make sure based on the leads and stuff and contacts you're going to be contacting to make sure that you're doing it the right way because you don't want to be, penalized. Um, right here, create and launch your first campaign. So when you're done with this, then you go on to here to actually launch it. From here, this is literally scheduling it, launching it. You'll get all the information you need. It's going to pull from your list. And so you just set up the campaign that you want to call based on what list that you provided over here, right?
Mhm.
And then this is where you start getting your results. You're going to get your recordings and stuff. So you can review and listen to what the air agent did and how it sounded and all that sort of stuff. And then over here, this is just your account information. Over here, earlier I said about the payment method. You can always go back here, change up this information in here, add it right there. So that's not hard to do. Integrations. This is what we're gonna do next in our next video. We'll show you actually how to set up all of this stuff over here. So you want to get your actual agent set up and integrated with calendars, and if you have any actions or anything for the agent, if you want it to do, we'll go over that stuff in greater detail. But I'm just giving you an overview of it. Again, this was the team thing. So here's how you go and invite your team members. Here's the invite right here. And feel free to slow this down or speed it up if I'm going too fast on anything. And then these are just reports. We don't have any yet. We'll get some. And anything else, your profile. This is pretty basic information here. Changing your security stuff. Let you know things. This button here is the chat. So if you're having problems or issues with anything, you can kind of chat with the Air team here directly.
Hmm.
And then
And
any notifications that come out.
that's a keynote to be important about. Like if you actually go through our affiliation link, you actually get priority support. So if you were to come in here and get and ask for help, you would actually get priority support with that.
All
Is that
right.
correct, Paul?
That's all right.
Yep.
So yeah, that's one of the biggest things is having support with any type of new technology. brings down the learning curve and everything, but we should be going over everything for you so at least you have a good grasp and a good footing and foundation for things. So that right there is how easy it is though to actually set up and just open up your account, and then we'll go into information on how to actually create your first agent and everything and get you rolling real quick.
All right. We'll see you guys in the next video.
All right. Bye.